Meet David and James, two guys who hate their jobs. And I'm not talking about the, oh, it's Monday again kind of hate. I mean the kind of hate between Drake and Kendrick, except their boss isn't dropping diss tracks, just endless emails.
Damn!
Or maybe the kind of hate between you and your ex. I'm joking. Or am I? Who knows? Maybe both of you are watching this video right now. And if that's the case, what does it mean? It means that despite everything, the fights, the drama, the it's not you, it's me text, you both ended up in the same place, with the same problem. Coincidence? Or proof that neither of you ever learned how to escape the struggle? Damn, now that's deep. But hey, at least this video will help you both. Who knows, maybe in 6 months, you'll meet again. Except this time, one of you is thriving, and the other is still stuck. So, who's gonna be the minor in this story? Drake fans, I love you, I swear. Oh wow, I just talked way too much. I swear I didn't mean to trauma dump my ex on y'all. Sorry guys. You know what? No one will ever love me like you, my YouTube community. Not that I have a community yet. Matter of fact, I'm literally starting from zero. Damn, I'm cooked. All right, before this turns into a TED Talk on my emotional baggage, let's move on. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to learn anything faster and save yourself from wasting another 6 months of your future. David and James need a way out, and they think learning a new skill, French to be exact, might be their golden ticket. But here's the real question. Who's gonna succeed? David is hyped in the beginning. He's motivated. He's convinced that in 6 months, he'll be ordering croissants in perfect French and charming Parisians with his flawless accent. So, he goes all in. Buys a fresh notebook, because obviously a fancy notebook equals success. Downloads every language app like he's about to become the next international spy. Starts studying an hour every night after work. For the first 2 weeks, he's feeling unstoppable. He spends all his time watching French videos. At this point, he's basically just binge-watching Netflix with subtitles, telling himself, yeah, this counts as studying. Bro really thinks he's the next Emily in Paris. He memorizes long vocabulary lists. Because obviously, knowing how to say hippopotamus before learning where's the bathroom is a top priority. Like, bro, what are you gonna do? Pull up to Paris and impress the waiter with hippopotamus, thinking you just dropped some high-level French? Then you notice the waiter's face shifts. His patience is running out. Suddenly, your stomach joins the rebellion. Panic mode activated. You need to ask for the bathroom urgently. But your brain completely blue-screened. You start sweating. The waiter's staring, your stomach is growling. The tension is unbearable. For anyone wondering, it's où sont les toilettes? Damn.
Damn!
I just found my next video idea. How to survive in France. Learn this now. Damn, I just unlocked 1000 IQ mode. New video idea dropped, Mr. Beast. I'm coming, bro. Hide your fans. This is my time now. Anyway, back to David. He avoids speaking because he's afraid of making mistakes. I'll start talking when I'm ready. Spoiler, he will never be ready. But wait, here's the plot twist. David thinks he's making progress. He feels smart. He's convinced he's on his way to fluency. Until, boom. One day, someone actually speaks French to him. And what does David do? He panics. He forgets everything. He just stands there, sweating, questioning all his life choices. At this point, even the imaginary language coach in his head is shaking their head in disappointment. Or worse, that little cartoon character from his language app? Yeah, it's judging him, staring at him like, bro, we've been over this. Now let me ask you, what's David's mistake? Will he actually learn the language this way? Take a second and think about it. If you said no, he won't learn, you're absolutely right. And if you said yes, well, I've got some bad news for you, buddy. You might just be a David yourself. Mistake number 1, the illusion of competence. David thinks he's learning because he watches videos and takes notes. But here's the problem. Just because something feels familiar doesn't mean you've learned it. Studies show that passive learning, watching, reading, listening, creates a false sense of understanding. David feels like he's improving. But the moment he tries to speak to a real French employer or client, he freezes. It's like watching 100 cooking videos and then realizing you still can't make scrambled eggs without burning the pan. reading a whole book on swimming techniques, and then sinking like a rock the second you hit the water. Or practicing your pickup lines in the mirror, feeling smooth. Until David. Are you a YouTuber? Because, I'd totally follow you. Girl. Thanks? David. I mean, like subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell. Wait, no.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Why, David? You had it. You were great. You had potential. And then you fumbled harder than a clumsy waiter in a 5-star restaurant. Forget following her, David. Just follow my channel, bro. You're not meant to follow girls. Moral of the story, do not be David.
Damn!
Just kidding. The moral of the story. Feeling smart doesn't mean you're actually learning. Second moral? Don't forget the first moral. Third moral? Don't forget the second moral. Fourth moral? Don't forget the third moral. Sorry, guys, I just went full Inception with these morals. But hey, at least now you'll remember them. Meanwhile, the only thing I've managed to forget is my ex. Wait, no, scratch that. She's still living rent-free in my brain. Why am I always talking about my ex? Damn. Somebody call a therapist. Anyway, back to the video. If you want to learn a skill, you have to do the thing, not just watch other people do it. So, how do we fix this? Active recall. Instead of passively consuming information, you should test yourself constantly. Learning a new language? Instead of just reading French words, cover the translations and force yourself to recall them. Watching a coding tutorial? Pause the video and try writing the code yourself before the instructor gives you the answer. Trying to get better at public speaking? Record yourself explaining a topic, then listen back and fix the awkward parts. Spoiler, there will be awkward parts. Trying to learn guitar? Instead of watching another 20-minute video on easy beginner chords while doing absolutely nothing, try playing along with the video step by step. Pause after every minute. Practice what you just learned and actually get your fingers moving. The key is to engage with the material, not just absorb it. Because if you don't use what you learn, your brain will treat it like all the algebra you memorized in school, completely useless and forgotten forever. James, on the other hand, figured this out. James is also busy. He also has a full-time job. He also gets tired after work. But unlike David, he doesn't lie to himself. James knows the hard truth. If you don't start using what you learn, you'll end up like David, a language app warrior who knows 500 random words but still can't order a croissant without sweating.
Damn!
So James does something different. Instead of studying for hours and pretending to be productive, he follows Parkinson's law. He gives himself limited time, forces himself to apply what he learns, and doesn't waste energy on useless study methods. He practices speaking, even when he's bad at it. Imagine him standing in his room, arguing with himself in broken French like a crazy person. But hey, it works. But here's the most important part. David thinks he needs to study more before he starts speaking. James knows that the fastest way to learn is to start now. And let me ask you, who do you think is learning faster? David, who is memorizing words? Or James, who is actually speaking every day? The answer is obvious. James is learning 10 times faster. Mistake number 2, ignoring the 80-20 rule. Scientific name, the Pareto principle. David tries to learn everything at once. He's out here grinding like he's preparing for the French SATs, thinking he needs to master every grammar rule, memorize every vocabulary word, conjugate every verb in every tense, including the ones that even French people don't use. My guy's out here trying to learn 19 different ways to say, I ate a sandwich, when all he really needs is, j'ai mangé un sandwich, and a little confidence. And guess what? This leads to overwhelm, burnout, and the sad realization that he still can't hold a basic conversation after months of studying. Meanwhile, James, he is playing it smart. Wait, hold up. Did I just edit in LeBron James? Damn, we were talking about James, and I just threw in LeBron like this is a sports documentary.
Damn!
Bro, I might be the greatest editor of all time. Anyway, back to regular James. He applies the 80-20 rule. He focuses on the 20% of words that will give him 80% of the results. Instead of memorizing random words, he only learns the 1,000 most common ones, which make up 80% of daily conversations. Instead of breaking his brain over complex grammar, he masters the basic sentence structures that actually let him communicate. And just like that, While David is drowning in French textbooks, James is already having conversations. Final takeaway: how to learn any skill faster step by step. Here's the truth: this isn't just about learning French. The same principles apply to any skill, whether it's coding, digital marketing, video editing, or finally learning how to cook something other than instant noodles. Follow these principles, and you'll learn any skill 10 times faster. 1. Avoid the illusion of competence. Don't mistake watching and reading for actual learning. If knowledge alone made you successful, every history teacher would be a billionaire.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Then why was my history teacher actually rich? Was she secretly teaching Napoleon how to file his taxes? Was she getting royalty checks from ancient Rome? Because last time I checked, knowing the entire timeline of the French Revolution doesn't pay bills, unless you're really creative with tax loopholes. Me too, I need to figure this out. Because clearly, my level of humor isn't paying the bills either. Looks like I should have spent less time roasting David and more time learning some high-income skills. 2. Use active recall. Test yourself constantly before life tests you first. 3. Apply the 80-20 rule. Focus on the most impactful 20% of information. 4. Prioritize output over input. Learn by doing. You don't get fit by watching workout videos. You gotta actually do the push-ups. Final question: who will you be? 6 months from now, will you be applying for new jobs with your skill? Or will you still be sitting there, thinking about starting, watching your dreams like a sad movie? The choice is yours. And now a challenge. Drop a comment. What skill are you learning right now? If it's French, say, "Je vais réussir," I will succeed. If it's something else, I'm gonna come back to this video in 6 months and check if you actually did it. So tell me now, what skill are you committing to? And while you're at it, tell me what topic you want me to cover in the next video. But please do not drop how to get your ex back, because I have no clue. Damn, that hit, didn't it? And now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Bruh, this guy talks about his ex way too much. She really broke him. Well, guess what? Boom. You just learned faster. See, when things feel personal, you pay attention. So see you in the next video, where we learn, we laugh, we roast each other, but most importantly, we progress.